Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here with Confessions of a Paper Addict design team, and today we are teaming up with Scrap the Boys, and they're playing along with their mood board and challenge for this month. And so the mood board definitely had a rainbow theme, and so I am going to go ahead and create a watercolored background rainbow theme here. And I have just shown you all of the shimmers paints that I pulled out in a rainbow of colors, as well as the cut file that I'm using is from Confessions of a Paper Addict, of course, and it is the game controller. I went ahead and did an outline of all of the game controllers and created my own background on that white cardstock, which was still attached to my silhouette mat. And so I'm going to use my silhouette mat with the controllers all still attached to it so that I can easily add this watercolored look to my background. And so what I'm doing is I'm using my craft mat as a palette, and I'm just going through all of these shimmers colors, and I'm just laying down a whole bunch of color in a rainbow order, and I'm just going to go and put a messy amount of just a random messy, kind of swirling it on, kind of mixing the colors as they kind of blend down through the rainbow, but no rhyme or reason, just kind of laying the color out. And then, like I said, I'm going to take that cut file and I'm going to lay it in all of this color, and it's going to create this beautiful watercolored effect of rainbow color on all of those game controllers. And so I really love how it turned out. And I will have the links to the Scrap the Boys blog, as well as all of the links for Confessions of a Paper Addict in the description box below, so you can go check out the challenge and play along for this month if you would like, as well as pick yourself up some Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files, because they are so fun, and Virginia has so many fun ones coming out this month. You will have to go check them out. So here you see I have put down my rainbow colors, and I have my cardstock here, and I am just dipping it in all of those colors and getting a rainbow look on this pattern paper. It looks like a mess at first, and that is often the case with mixed media, but in the end it turns out exactly how I wanted, and it is beautiful. I love it. And I do go off camera and I do add splatters in all of the colors to the background, just to again add a little bit more interest to that background. I also have a second controller that I cut out that is going to be used as an embellishment for the page. So I'm just dipping that cut file as well in all of the rainbow, and so it will be, like I said, an embellishment as we go for the page, and so it will have that rainbow effect. And I do really love how this whole page turned out. I am not going to lie, and it doesn't really show on camera because obviously it is sped up, but this layout was definitely a challenge. It was not, I liked the layout, but I wasn't in love with it, and you'll see how I change or fix it in the end in the still photos, but it was kind of a struggle to put this one together. So you'll kind of see how it looks, and then the still photos will have the final layout itself and how I put it all together. I am building out the game controller here, and what I love about the game controller, not only is it rainbow and it's super fun, but I took all of these enamel dots in rainbow colors, of course, and I'm kind of using them in place of where the game controller buttons would be on a normal game controller, and I love how it looks. It's so fun. It's definitely a cut file that I see myself using a ton. We are a gamer family, so all of us in my family play games. My husband and I play PC more than anything, but my kids definitely play the Switch and the Xbox, and so this cut file will get lots of use. So now that I have my background created and my embellishment, or my largest embellishment, created, I am going to go ahead and pull out my photo here and back it with a sort of, not a rainbow of pattern papers, but just a couple of scraps that I had that definitely had the feeling of the rainbow that I was going for. So I'm just going to cut them down and layer them up here behind my photo. Now this photo is a picture of my son and my husband has a truck driving simulator game, and my son adores when he plays it, and oftentimes he will go and just sit with his dad in his office while he's playing this game and driving this giant big rig truck. My husband even has like the steering wheel and the pedals and everything to simulate like driving the truck. And so my son was in the office talking to my husband, or sitting with my husband while he was playing this, and they were chatting and talking and hanging out, and I caught this cute picture of him looking up at his dad, and I absolutely adore it. So I decided to scrap this one today. And so there you see I have my photo now. It is all backed, or it will be backed with all of those pattern papers, and then I have the game controller that's going to go down here at the bottom, and so that's going to be my biggest embellishment cluster. And I really wanted to keep the embellishing for this whole layout pretty simple, because really that background is beautiful, and I really wanted it to, you know, not get overshadowed by a whole bunch of embellishment. And so I did just pull out this Amy Tan thicker set that I've been working through, and I just pulled again all of my embellishments in rainbow color and kind of put them around the layout. And you're going to see here, I'm going to build out these clusters, and like I said, what you see going on the page right now is pretty much all that I end up putting on the page. I kind of just go through these things, but a lot of these sticker sheets I don't end up using anything. I did a lot of like finger tapping and sort of like hemming and hawing, but I end up not really using much else on this page. This, however, was a struggle for me. I got to this point, and while I liked the page, I wasn't in love with it, and so I reached out, or I sent a picture to our little design team and said, okay, what is it missing? I was stumped. I couldn't figure it out. I thought my title was going to be such a sweet moment, but it's not working. So I'm liking the layout here, but I'm not in love with it. And so I'm going to add some enamel dots again in that sort of rainbow color that I have in each of my clusters. And then the video is going to end with the enamel dots that I'm putting down, and then in the still photos you're going to see what I did to finish off the layout. It basically stays exactly how you see it, but I do end up adding a larger title which pulls in what was missing, and you'll see it here in just a second in the still photos. But guys, with that, that's going to complete this layout for today. Please be sure to check the links down below and play along with the Scrap the Boys challenge for this month. And there you see my title. Now it pulls in the black, which was missing. And with that, guys, we are going to call this one done, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.